Okay, mate.
Hey
I know
guys,
you're
what's going on?
expecting some
Welcome
new
back to
developments
another
to come through, but I'm afraid to
F1
say that some of
career
them have
mode
failed
video.
quality
Today
control.
we are
We're
at
going to need to tell the
Miami,
team what to redevelop via the
next
R&D
race of the
stream.
season, and yes, I've got a terrible cold. You just have to bear with me being squeaky, husky Will for this episode. As you can see, we're P1 and 2 in the championship at the moment. We're going into sprint qualifying. So basically, what we've done, the sprint qualifying will determine obviously what happens in the sprint race, and obviously we're going to miss qualifying today because it was irrelevant because I had a bad qualifying, so I didn't really want to show you like 20 minutes of qualifying when I never really got anywhere in the session. Just basically getting the car ready for the session. So go to SQ1. I'm not gonna lie, from sprint qualifying to qualifying, the car felt better in sprint qualifying than it did in actual qualifying. But I mean, I say it felt a little bit better. It felt a little bit on rounds, but in normal qualifying, the car was just literally going nowhere. I had about 4 spins. I don't know what was going on. It wasn't because I was tired. Obviously, recording like driver issue, but I was fine. But I don't know what that meant. But obviously, the state of F1 24 is. I was very hyped for this one. But obviously, yeah, there's some stuff with the game that is worryingly bad, and they kind of not really change much. As we come into the end of our lap here, we nearly connect with the back of Bottas, and we're going to come over the line for 1:29.6. It's good enough for 7th place behind our teammate, and that's where we stayed basically for Q1. The pretty normal field. The only ones out of position really is George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. They should be around 6th or 7th or 7th and 8th. So they're the only ones out of position. I will go to SQ2. Obviously coming to the last sector of our lap and just trying to maximise pace and minimise error, as this corner always gets me and will get a tank slapper on either of these corners, but we take it smoothly enough there. But another a 1:29.0, that puts us in 5th above Norris this time. Obviously we finished above Norris in that session. As you can see, the start of SQ3, I'm getting the dirty air behind Russell and I've totally ruined my lap. See there as well, the tyres, they're not cooked, it's just from the dirty air. Honestly, I don't know what they did to the soft tyres over the years of the game, but I remember soft tyres being so good. You could strap them on at the end, like near the end of the race, and they would just about last if you was kind to them, and you was just so quick. But now, like, it's just like for some tyre models, when you go into certain weekends, you can see like you're fighting the car. As obviously I've caught up to the back of Russell now, and now we've got to make a move on him, which in theory will slow us down a bit. I think he's got enough of a gap ahead of him and us to basically keep the gap sweet. To be fair, obviously we've got Lewis Hamilton behind as well, and this has not been a very good SQ3 lap, I must say. But we're going to come over the line at 1:28.9.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
So not very good, and we end up finishing 10th. So let's go to the sprint race.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Hamilton, Leclerc, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, William, Tsunoda, Gasly, Albon, Ocon, Bottas, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Joe, and Logan Sargent. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
So obviously we're on the grid now, and I was so tempted to try the softs, to try to take them to the end, because it would maximise our position and points. But we're going to stay with the medium tyre. We're going to put a little less fuel in the car, just to give us a better start. Obviously, Norris and Verstappen up front as usual, and we're kind of lacklustre behind. We've got to improve on our qualifying performances, because at the moment I can't keep driving 15th like at the back of the grid, because it is just like wasting time in races. If I want to try and make a championship challenge, I've got to qualify better, and that's the top and bottom of it, because it's all good having a good start, but then obviously if you take too long to pass someone and you haven't got the pace in the car and you're not feeling comfortable with your setup, you're going to be spinning your wheels and going nowhere. And we want to be going forward, we want to be challenging for a win like we did in the first race. Yes, in Bahrain we defended like an absolute lion, but we still won on our own merit. We was quick. So as we're going to go for the 5 red lights for the sprint race at Miami, lights out and away we go. Get a decent start. Alonso gets a bad start there. We're going to think about slotting to the outside for the first corner, go around the outside of a couple of parts, get the move done on George Russell, nearly enough 3 wide there between the 2 Ferraris and Hamilton. Later in the lap we make a move on near enough both Ferraris. Sainz thinks much better of it, gets a better traction off the corner, but we're going to go around to the inside of this long right hander into this mini straight here, and we get the move done. We are up into 5th place, very nice indeed. Good job there, good job. We've had a really good start, which is good to see. As we go on to lap 2, Sainz repasses us to 5th place as we return the favour back down the inside. We're going to go side by side through this little chicane section here, get the move done. Very nice indeed. Didn't want to make the move like too late on there. As we go to lap 6, we go really wide. I must say, for obviously the game as well, the tyre model, like, there's so much wrong. Oh, lap 8 here, and everybody is scrapped. Verstappen and Norris, I think, have span each other out.
The car in front, 1.9 seconds.
We are now up into P3. Honestly, before this, guys, we was nowhere. We was literally going nowhere. I can't believe that we're in P3. It's Perez, Hamilton, and then me, and then Norris. Oh, he's had a rough start to the weekend. I mean, to be fair, he had a good SQ qualifying.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.8 seconds.
We're going on to lap 9 here. We're kind of in the middle of no man's land at the moment. We're 2.5 away from Hamilton, and Norris is 2.8 seconds back. So we move on to lap 10. Norris has caught us up. He's 6/10 behind us now. He's closing in on the straight. He's going to think about going from him. We cover off to the inside. I would have thought he would dive down the outside there because he needs the points in the championship, and we're kind of not letting him having it because we want to be in the championship fight as well. So we're just basically trying to keep him behind at the moment. I know which you will see in the feature race that something happens where yeah, it's multi-21 and Norris tries to go past it. We cover him off in the centre of the track. And he kind of just sticks behind us at the moment and doesn't really make any effect on us. As Sergio Perez wins the sprint race, and we're going to come home for an impressive third in the sprint race. Getting
Top job, mate.
good
Top
points,
job.
very nice
Yes.
indeed.
I was a bit worried
I don't
about
think
this
he'd
one at
be
the
too
start of the
happy
weekend,
with me
but
passing
man,
him on
you
that one,
pulled
but
through. Thank you. Well done.
he shouldn't have made a mistake tangling with Verstappen and the cars in front. So third, on we go to the race.
We're here in the coastal shores of Florida for the Miami Grand Prix, which has become the 11th Formula One track held in the... Off the back of a fantastic... And alongside me today...
Right, so we're ready for this Miami Grand Prix. I believe we're going to go... I think it's a medium to a hard or soft. I'm not too sure. I'm just testing out what we will get away with, just to see us, to try and move us up the order as quick as we can at the moment, because obviously we've had a dismal qualifying. So can we see if we can get back up to P3 or maybe even better? But as I said before, as a Ferrari and Max Verstappen,
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That
Norris
may or may
is
not
actually
play
on
into
the
some
hard,
of the team's hands
so
in today's race.
I'm the only soft runner. It is very risky because I'll be caught quick. The way these soft tyres are, I know I was saying you can't use them for long, but I'm going to try to.
So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race.
Just
the
try and
question
hit
I'm
the ground running,
is which
because
teams have got it right,
after that dismal
got it horribly
qualifying,
wrong.
obviously I said I didn't want to show it because obviously it was so bad. Like, you've seen people put qualifying up as bad, like literally I'd be spinning off and stuff. So I wasn't too confident coming into this race. I was going into the unknown really, and I wasn't sure even if I was going to finish the race because I was getting that annoyed with it. So as we go to 5 red lights for the Miami Grand Prix, lights out and away we go. Very good start. We got a good start on Ricciardo, going down the outside of Ocon and Albon and Tsunoda and Stroll. Very good start indeed. Obviously you're going to get a good start on a soft tyre, but very nice indeed. Make a move on one of the Aston Martins here. We're already in the top 10, making moves on Pierre Gasly round the outside here. We get pushed out a little bit wide, so we duck back underneath him to get his slipstream on the straight with a bit of ERS. We're going to try and send it down the inside, and shuts the door, so we're going to set up for the outside move into the next corner. Very nice move indeed, and then we go down the inside of the 7-time world champion. What an absolute dive bomb that was. We were absolutely performing scenes at the start of this race. To the inside of Russell, 6th place is ours. We are absolutely chopping apart this field at the moment, and it's only lap 2. That is the advantage you'd get from these soft tyres, but they only last for about 3 or 4 laps. In theory they should last about 5-6, but if you push them that hard like I have in these first 2 laps, like, they're not gonna be very forgiving. They're not gonna help you through the last stages of the race. As Norris and Alonso are scrapping for P3 in the Grand Prix at the moment, as Charlie Leclerc and Max Verstappen are running away with it. it doesn't seem that Norris has got overall pace on these hard tyres, which we knew he wouldn't, but he would basically come back at everyone at the latter stages of the Grand Prix here. Perez is actually on the back of him as well, and we're trying to make haste and try to get him. We send it down the inside of Perez. Very, very nice move. Get the move done. That was from a long way back. That was the last of the late breakers, as now we move on to end of lap 4 here. Norris is 3 tenths ahead and Alonso in front. We send it last of the late breakers down the inside. What a move that was on our teammate. Get in. P4, and now we're being told to let him pass. We're on different strategies. I don't understand. And now Perez goes past as well. We send it back down the inside of him. But why has Mark told me to do that? I am the faster car. Obviously that's held me up. I didn't let him through. He just passed me on pace. Like, obviously these tyres are absolute shot now. Like, I don't see me making any sort of inroads to the top 2, but definitely P3 could be on the cards. As you can see here, like, Norris is like a boat on the straight, and we're literally reeling him in, and we're probably going to get the move done. Yeah, we get the move done. Down the inside, see you later. Weren't having that. We are the faster car at the moment, so it shouldn't really matter. I don't know why team orders are in place there. I know he's in front of me of the championship, and yet he gets the move done again, and this time he makes it stick. So that is P4 for him in the Grand Prix on the road, and we got set up for P5. It's lap 6 and these tyres are absolutely done. But I remember when these soft tyres could go about like 12 laps and stuff. Oh, the days where you'd set up, do it like a hard tyre or a medium into a soft, and it would work. But nowadays it just doesn't work. So yeah, we're keeping to the back of Norris. He's not running away with it as Perez sneaks up our inside. We're going to try it down the inside again. 3 wide as Perez jumps the curb. We're going to try and go around the outside of Norris here to the inside for the next corner. Get the move done again. We're not giving up this 4th position, as now we're letting Fernando Alonso get away. As the latter part of lap 6, yet again, Norris has gone past. We're going to try it down the inside again. We're absolutely scrapping. It's hurting both of our Grand Prix here. I should just really let him go, but it's a dogfight at the moment. We're like, oh, well, I'm number 1 driver, he's number 1 driver. But I think he's got the move done, as we make a little mistake into turn 1, and that allows him to bridge the gap to us. But that was a lovely little battle. It was for team supremacy there, and unfortunately Norris came up out on top. But as we're going to go into the pits now, we've done a good first stint, I'd say, but obviously we've got to do the hard work now in the last part of the stint. So yeah, we're going to go in. I think it was a lap, maybe a lap early or a lap on target that we came into the pits. We're the fastest man on track still at the moment, so that's good. But obviously we're going to come out in P20. This is the position I'm far used to coming out of the pits, because obviously I always have to do a godly start of a second stint here, just to basically catch up with people that basically pit. So basically undercutting all the time. I'll never go for an overcut, because them bloody things never work. I mean, they do on some tracks, but it just depends if you're fast enough. Like, obviously this is supposed to be a race optimal setup, but me, I'm not the best on this year's. Like back in the old days, like the old F1 games, like I'd say 2015, 16, 17. Oh my god, safety car is deployed. There's an absolute gaggle of cars, an absolute pile up here. Stroll spun out. It's a red flag. Hulkenberg's got a 10-second penalty. So I wonder if he parked it on the corner. But this has screwed us up now, because
get a nice advantage here. Let's have a think about how we handle the rest of this race.
Can't take another set of mediums. We we can either stay on the mediums we was on, or go to the hards. So the position we're in, we're gonna have to pass cars. So we're gonna have to hit for broke and go for the medium, because I don't see us moving up far with a set of hard tyres. So we're gonna do the strategy.
Let's make the best of this
As we
restart.
go to 5 red lights for start 2 of the Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go.
They seem to have an issue.
Bit of a laboured start, as you can tell, not really good start, but we're gonna send it down the inside of like 6 cars here. So we're already looking back up into the top 10. Get a move done on the Ferrari as well, very nice indeed. As we move on to lap 13, going to the outside, to the inside for the next corner. What a juicy move that was on Sergio Perez. What a move indeed. 7th place. Obviously we've got the pace advantage at the moment, but these tyres are going to get warm really quickly here. As you can see, Perez is already on our bumper, and we've got to try and see if we can move up. We've got 2 Mercedes ahead of us, and we've just got to try and make inroads towards the further front of the field. Obviously, Norris was caught out as well. He can stretch his stint out to basically see if he could match Max Verstappen's pace after we had our scrap. Do apologise, guys. But yeah, lap 14, we're making inroads to Lewis Hamilton and Russell in front of us. We're right on the back of him now, which we didn't take too long to get to the back of him. But we post purple sector 1. This is looking good at the moment. Pace is good, so we've got to use the tyres we have at the moment, because at the end of the Grand Prix they're going to be absolutely screaming. As we're sizing Hamilton up for a move, dive down the inside, see you later, very nice indeed. We didn't really fight that. As we go to the end of the lap here, we're going to size George Russell up for a move now as well. For P5, send it down the inside, see you later. I don't know why the Mercs have not been, they've not really been in this championship so far. Like, they've been there and about, but they've not really done anything worthwhile. As we post the fastest lap of the race on lap 15. And now we can start moving forward. So, now is the time to see if we can be quicker than our teammate, because we're both on the same tyre. We're not going to get a thing from Mark saying, oh, let him pass, because he's already in front of us. And it looks like we're quicker than him again. So if we get that, we're going back to the thing and scrapping Zach Brown. Like, we'll go 10 laps with him. I'm not too bothered. But yeah, we've put up to the back of him here. It's quite a close net pack at the moment. The top 2 have not really run away with it like they did at the first half of the Grand Prix, so that's pretty promising. If we can keep these tyres in shape and not damage them, we could try and maybe try and go for P2 or even better P1. As we're going to come up to Norris now, we're coming in like an absolute steam train. Send it down the inside, and one better, send it down the inside of Fernando Alonso as well. A double overtake, you don't see that very often, or even at all. What a move that was. As we move on to lap 21, unfortunately we can't match the pace with the 2 up front. Our tyres absolutely gone, as Fernando Alonso and Norris both make a move on us. We feel, yep, I'm having both of you up. Send it down the inside on both of them. They're too busy scrapping with each other to worry about me. As we move on to the end of lap 22, as we got on our inside, Fernando Alonso here. We're going to go round the outside to the inside for the next corner. Very nice, got the move done. And obviously that's a lot of confidence there, as I don't think at the moment Norris is completely confident in the car, because he would have made the move already because he's on quicker tyres. But it looks like this is our finishing position, because I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to the other 2. Our tyres are absolutely shot in the end of lap 26 here.
The Red Bull drivers just moved into
and some
first
yellow
place.
flags are behind. Now, yet again, this is a constant theme in these career mode videos. Guan Yu Zhou is at the race, but our fuel, as now Lewis Hamilton makes his way up into P3, we send an awful dive bomb there. Just pinch him out there, just close the corner, very nice. He's took some damage to his wings, he ducked back under us. But we got enough speed and momentum to get the move done. Lap 29 here, nothing happened the laps before. 19 and 20 seconds the top two are in front of us by. I've slowed the pace down that much just because obviously tyre wear and fuel usage. Norris tries to go around the outside, we cover him off. But yeah, again, it's another resilient drive from us. Like as I was saying, I wish I could start better, as we're going to come to the line for another podium. Let's go. Well seasoned. We'd love to see that. Another podium, beating the first driver, our teammate. And we just keep, and another driver of the day. We just keep racking up these podiums. And one weekend when I get a good qualifying out on the track I like, then we can see if we can challenge the top two. But yeah, that was a good race. As yeah, again, Max Verstappen wins, like shock horror.
Like they were in a different category.
Not like we've not seen this
race,
before.
Led every lap.
But
I mean,
yeah,
what more can we say?
Very decent race. We was literally struggling after the pit stop. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we fought back, we fought hard, and we secured another podium, which is good to see. Obviously, we're second in points for the weekend on the scoring boards, as Norris is fifth. So we surely would have taken some points at them in the championship. But obviously, Max Verstappen would have moved up points as well. So yeah, I must say, like, my experience after like a couple of rounds is not gone up a lot. My racecraft is 80. That's really good, like for a first starter in a career mode. Sorry guys, this cold is kicking my ass. But as we're gonna go to the upgrade station, as I like to call it, to develop some upgrades, we're gonna upgrade the rear wing for us, because I feel like we need to have a planted back end, because I feel like it's way too loose going into some races, and I think it needs to be more planted so we get better traction, better wind flow, and yeah. So guys, I've hoped you enjoyed this video. I do apologise, it's not been downbeat, but like obviously I've got a cold, and I do apologise, but I'm going to get better and more upbeat videos soon. Like, comment, subscribe, smack the bell down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.